Do you want to see what weaponized ignorance looks like? This is a term that applies to the current American president very precisely, and so much that it's sometimes scary. And I'm going to set this up for you today. So, Trump puts new tariffs on China again, starting today. Trump says if China retaliates with tariffs because of our tariffs, then he will do even more tariffs, which is exactly why trade wars are not fun and not easy to win. So early this morning, Trump puts out tweets that once again put in doubt whether he is good at English, and it definitely rules out that he knows anything about economics. This is a two-tweet comment that's one of Trump's dumbest if you look at the content of it, okay? Trump says, there, T-H-E-I-R, there is no reason for the U.S. consumer to pay the tariffs, which take effect on China today. This has been proven recently when only 4 points were paid by the U.S., 21 points by China, because China subsidizes product to such a large degree. Also, the tariffs can be completely avoided if you buy BY from a non-tariffed country, or you buy the product inside the USA. The best idea. That's zero tariffs. Many tariffed companies will be leaving China for Vietnam and other such countries in Asia. That's why China wants to make a deal so badly. So the grammar and spelling mistakes are at this point, these are things we learned when we were 8 years old. I remember the conversation in third grade where we talked about there, and to, and bye, and how all of this works. And Trump is publicly commenting on trade policy with embarrassingly bad English, and it's a continued embarrassment around the world. But then let's really dig into the content, because that's what matters most. Trump doesn't understand that American consumers pay the tariffs on China one way or the other. Trump's economic advisor, Larry Kudlow, a far right winger, went on Fox News and admitted that economists and businesses are correct, that we pay Trump's tariffs. Trump genuinely thinks that China pays the tariffs, so he believes he's punishing them with the tariffs. Take some item, aluminum, for example, that China sells to us. American companies build stuff with aluminum. When they buy Chinese aluminum, they start to pay a tariff on it, on that aluminum, to the United States government, right? The American company pays the tariff to the American government on the Chinese aluminum. The Chinese company still just gets paid for the aluminum. Since the American company had to pay a tariff on the aluminum, they will add the cost of that tariff to the finished product, whether it's a car or a house or other products that are made from aluminum. And so the American consumer, in the end, pays the tariff. The idea is, as Trump suggests, if the tariffs are high enough, it will make American companies and American consumers get their aluminum from American companies instead. But in reality, it's just not that simple. Very often, the products that are tariffed aren't available as easily in the United States, or the cost difference is still so great that it still is cheaper to pay the tariff on the foreign stuff and keep buying the foreign stuff, which is just a net negative for American consumers and American corporations. This is a red alert because Donald Trump thinks that tariffs are a good idea because he doesn't know how they actually work. He is destroying the economy with these tariffs that have no off-ramp. They're only escalating, not de-escalating. And he thinks that they work in a completely different way than they actually do. He has to be stopped. He has to be removed. And the easiest and most direct path is just voting him out in November of 2020.